Hello everybody and welcome to another One Piece personal guide video. My name is Silvokiji and we're going to be talking about Garp, a Vice Admiral for the Marines. Now this character is pretty interesting as he is the one of the few combo-oriented power characters in the game. Probably actually the only combo-oriented character in the game. So this character can basically deal a ton of damage pretty easily through combos, of course. And with that, he has plenty of tools to do so. And we're going to talk about each and every one of them, how they can actually be used to make him into the monster that everybody sees him online. So first is passive. His passive is I am a Vice Admiral. With this passive, this allows him to actually use his haki to almost infinite amounts. He can use, I mean, like, there's no other way to explain this. It's like he has infinite haki. I mean, you're not actually going to be doing this against players, but he can literally do full combos against Logi type characters without worrying about them actually logging through his moves because he has haki the whole time. Now some of his extensions for his combos cannot be linked with haki, and that's where low characters can actually go through, but he does have other combos that he can do which are longer and they're a little bit more tougher to do, but he can actually abuse the fact that he has almost infinite haki, or infinite ability for that matter. So his basic combo itself actually moves him forward and ends with him using his crazy cannonball attack named "You'll Pay If You'll Cross Me." Of course, the damage output of this isn't as good as what really he can do, but you know, everybody needs one. His range attack, simple sweep. He can do it from a good range. He does a good walk up, so it's good to start combos. One of the hardest things that Garp has in his moveset is actually starting combos, or starting damage period, because he's so sluggish. Despite having a combo game. If you actually do in the combo, it's the same thing, just a simple move that can be linked with his unique button, which we'll get to that. It's really cool. His unique by itself does a slam, which actually drains the opponent's ability. Doesn't matter if they're fruit, doesn't matter if they're haki, nothing like that. His up unique is an uppercut that drains even more ability. It's a little bit slower, a little bit will start up, but he actually walks a little bit further up. This can actually be combined together with his unique and his up unique in order to basically 65% a person's ability gauge, and it can also be combined with his range attack. Do a little bit extra stuff. Oop, my bad. There you go. Okay. Now, for his guard break, Garp's guard break is a simple punch that knocks him away, kind of like Luffy's. You can actually interrupt this move into two special attacks. You can interrupt it into Meteor Fist, or you can interrupt it into You'll Pay If You Cross Me. His heavy guard break allows him to actually walk forward and slam the opponent. This cannot be flash countered due to the fact it's actually a grab. He walks a little bit up and it's kind of weird how the animation worked. I just saw it, I know. His jumping attack is a simple kick. It doesn't really give him enough time. Or does it? Wait a minute. Oh, it's so awkward. Yeah, it does. Okay, never mind. It's the cross-up option you're going to be using. You know how you get behind people when they're blocking a lot? This is what you're going to be using. Now, against Sanji, it's pretty hard, but against a giant character, I can see how that can be effective only. His jumping unique is a little bit more reliant. It leaves him a little bit open, and he cannot combo off this one, if I'm not mistaken. This is the one he can't combo off of. Yeah. But it's faster and it's more reliant to use than his kick, which literally just misses people. Okay, next move is the running attack. Not running attack. Yeah, running attack. Running attack is pretty cool. Very heavy punch. Gets him able to do anything he wants to do to the person, which is really nice. It's like the thing about this running attack though is the startup. People will see this coming. It's a little bit of a startup for that. It's not fast. It's not the fastest one. It's not even the strongest one. But you probably won't be using it a lot. His special movement allows him to actually... Wrong special movement. Special movement is like a skip. While you're doing this, you can go past projectiles. You do not gain armor. You just becomes, I guess, immune to everything. And while you're doing this, your opponent will get leaped up in the air and just be vulnerable to attack. This is also a combo extender, or one of his few combo extenders to use his more damaging combos. His first special attack is Meteor Fist. Meteor Fist basically puts the person inside of a high knock state. You can actually Meteor Fist again to do more damage. If the opponent is in the air, you can Meteor Fist them in the air, then Meteor Fist them when they get on the ground, and Meteor Fist them when they get into that same state for 3 Meteor Fists. His secondary special move is he'll pay if you cross me. With this move, he basically throws a cannonball. He can actually do the cannonball up close, and he'll do a little bit more damage. And if you actually hold the button down, he'll actually swing it more. Now, when he does this, it's really good when people come in and after dying you're going to switch out because you're already doing this in the air. It's kind of like a shield basically. The range of this is also pretty good too. Like, it's kind of his secondary range move, but of course it doesn't go that far. His third special move, which you'll probably do a lot, is the Fist of Love. The reason the Fist of Love combo is something you do a lot is because when you get hit, your opponent will lose all their ability for a decent amount of time. Now, this only works as Delph Fruit characters, as Garp is known as the Delph Fruit Killer. One of his bread and butter combos to actually start this is just doing a basic knock up into the Meteor Fist with the Fist of Love. And now if you're afraid of a person actually loking through that combo, there's always this one. There's also way harder ones, but these are just the basic ones that I don't feel like actually explaining how they work at the moment. For his Unity Chain, which I really need to explain, is when Garp actually comes in. It is a combo, so you just, I guess, play around with it until you find something that you actually like. Okay, so for Unity Chains, he has two. He has his Garp Break, and he has Fist of Love. When you do the Fist of Love variation against Logan type characters, basically they have no ability anymore, so anything goes. Once you get another character like Bullet Hancock or Whitebeard or possibly anybody that has trouble killing people or hitting people in combos that have Logi, Garp makes it possible. Okay, well, I'm forgetting anything. Am I forgetting anything? Yes. His R1 by itself is the taunt. While in the taunt, he gains a +2 power buff afterwards for 10 seconds. Yes, he's that powerful. While you're doing the taunt, you can interrupt it into a punch. Now, the only way to get out of the taunt is to press the square button or the attack button, or basically let it go through. Kind of stupid, but it's cool to have a +2 power buff. Not many characters can get +2 or get a power buff in general. Now, for his Awakening, Garp's Awakening doesn't really give him any special benefits at all whatsoever, except his ultimate, which becomes a long-range cannonball barrage. With this cannonball barrage, you can actually basically end combos or specifically punish people that do the wrong thing when they're messing up. Now, one thing that I want to explain with Garp that I can't actually show is Garp's unique flash guard. Of course, his flash counter allows him. His flash counter is basically this, but his flash guard, basically when you hit Garp, he eats a cracker and then you get stunned. He's one of the only 5 characters in this game with a very unique flash guard. Other than that, when you're playing as Garp, you gotta remember he is a combo-oriented character, so you can't really just go off using basic combos or really poking people because you're not dealing damage. As you see from like his single damaging hits, it's not a lot. I mean, of course, heavy Garp Break does decent amount, but overall, he's not a powerful character. So when you're actually playing as him, you gotta deal combos against your opponent. You gotta do combos. You gotta find what you want and just do it. I don't keep messing up on that. There's a couple of other ones that I really want to do, but whatever. So that's the main thing. When you're fighting against Garp, remember that the simple combos you can pretty much Logi out of if you're playing a Loki type character. To go up against them, you don't want to pick a Delph Fruit character you're not confident with Delph Fruit character's abilities, but he can work on pretty much anybody's team. As a helper, as a carry, as a starter, he's just all there. He just has a difficult time starting combos, and he does suffer against characters with range. People like Perona, Enel, Gekka Mariah, those characters destroy him. Despite him being like this super strong character, he gets beat up by people that range him to death. He can't do nothing about it. Even Usopp, just nothing. Meteor Fist is only one thing. It's not going to be what he can rely on. Speaking of that, he can combine his Haki with... I'm sorry. He can combine his Haki with You'll Pay If You Cross Me. Oh my goodness. With the chain, not the actual ball. The chain itself will be imbued with Haki. That is the only move, other than his Fist of Love, that will be imbued with Haki. Now the Fist of Love, I mean special move wise, his Fist of Love is basically unblockable in general. And it's already like, you can't do anything about it. Since it's unblockable, it doesn't matter if you Logi or not, he's going through it. But other than that, thank you for watching this guide for One Piece Burning Blood, talking about Garp, the king of the secondary king of Delph Fruit killers, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please look at the first 10. Participate if you want to. Send me an invite for a friend request or something like that, and I can get back to you. And again, I'm sorry. Then again, thanks for watching.